I've always said that one day enough is enough. The Igbo youth have said it is time for you to go. Leave our communities. Many armed herdsmen have been driven away by the Igbo youth themselves. Just go back to your place where you are coming from. I've always maintained that Sambisa forest is enough for the Fulani herdsmen to rear their cattle. That place is very, very big. Go and rear cattle in Sambisa forest. Stop coming to people's farm in Igbo land, in Yoruba land, or in the Middle Belt. Stay in your place and rear your cattle. Cattle is a private business. Don't start killing people in the name of rearing cattle. I've always said these things. But like I've always said, a time is coming. Every indigenous Nigerian will say enough is enough. And that time is now. And that time is here. Go back to where you are coming from. Take your cattle, just go back. We don't want problem. We don't want war. We don't want crisis. Take back your cattle to where you are coming from. Cattle business is a private business. Fulani herdsmen, you leave the north and come to my place, Abeokuta. For what? Leave your cattle in the north and do your business there. Because you are selling the cattle for free. And I said, somebody said from the north that one cattle is equal to 150 human being life. Till now, that human being has not been arrested. Unless, maybe tomorrow. He said one cow is equal to 1 human being life. I'm telling you facts here. So go back to your place. Go and your cattle. And the Igbos have said enough is enough. The Igbos are not mumu. Go back. Go and your cattle where you come from. But then, in case you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, all notifications, drop your comments, click the like button, and also share this video. As you are watching, be liking and be sharing, and be dropping your comments. Be liking and be sharing, and be dropping your comments. Let me know what you are thinking at this particular time. Enough is enough. Take your cattle back to the north. Don't come in the disguise of rearing cattle and be killing the Igbo people in Ebonyi State. This is a clear message. And the Igbo youth thumbs up to you. The Fulani are not above all Nigerians. All Nigerians are equal in the eyes of the law. The Fulani are not above other tribes and other regions in this very same country. The Igbos have said enough is enough. I've always told the Igbos cannot be conquered. And they will never be conquered by any kind of Fulani agenda. Afoja made a mistake in the lorry which the Fulani pounced on. That mistake can never happen again. And I told you the reason why they said they brought Buhari back to power, because Yoruba wanted to take back Kwara State. But I'm not talking about Yoruba today. I'm talking about the Igbo people are saying enough is enough. Leave our town. In Africa local government, you saw what the Fulani herdsmen did earlier this year. But the people are saying no, it is time to leave. And I've always maintained the Fulani people don't have two heads. The problem is that we are under the kind of federal system. The proper way should be, let there be regional system of government. Let everybody manage their resources. The Fulani herdsmen are not so powerful. We saw the bandits, they are begging the president Tinubu for mercy. But I've always said, Tinubu should not grant them mercy. They must be wiped from the surface of the earth. The bandits must be wiped. The president must not grant them amnesty. You can never compare bandits with Niger Delta militants. You cannot compare both of them. You must not compare bandits with Niger Delta militants. So they must be wiped off from the surface of the earth. That is the only way there can be lasting peace in the north. But I'm talking about what's happening in Ebonyi State. The Igbo youth have said enough is enough. Our mothers, our fathers, our children, our church, our farms are being raised down. Go back to where you are coming from. In 1929, the Igbo women, they did Aba women riot. So they knew their rights as at 1929. I've always said it, a time is coming, the southern Nigeria, their eyes will open. I've always said it on this platform. From Ugeli to Igongo in Ibadan, to Uromi in Edo State, to Sapele, to people are beginning to open their eyes. Go back to where you are coming from. I've always maintained Sambisa forest is enough to graze your cow. Sambisa forest is enough. Go and graze your cows in Sambisa forest. You cannot take your cow to the southern part of Nigeria and be killing farmers, destroying cattle, destroying the crops of the people of that particular place. The indigenous Nigerians. Let them have a cattle ranch. I've always said it. How many times have the federal government given an Igbo man money to start his paper business? How many times the federal government has ever given Igbo people money to open their shops? How many times has the federal government given Yoruba people, the artisans, the mechanic, the carpenters, money to open their shop? Then how can you be giving land for free for the Fulani to graze their cattle? I will maintain on this platform is where we hear opinions with facts and then and truths backed by evidences, videos. We can't keep deceiving ourselves. Where is the one Nigeria? If the Fulani seem to be above every other region, they seem to be placed above every other tribe in Nigeria. How can a foreigner come and start dominating us? If you are watching me now, answer that question. How many governors in the north are Hausa governors? How many? I want you to answer that question if you are watching me now. How many governors in the north are Hausa governors? How many governors, former president, are Hausa president? But don't forget, in case you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, all notifications, drop your comments, click the like button and also share this video. As you are watching, be liking and be sharing and be dropping your comments. Ebubiagu was formed by the eastern governors to protect the Igbos from the armed herdsmen. I'm talking about Ebubiagu in Igbo land. Now, in Yoruba land, Amotekun was formed first. After what happened in Owo, Late Akindele championed Amotekun. Let us also just expect as in Yoruba land that will protect the indigenous Yoruba people against these people. Now, that was how Amotekun was formed. I'm giving you facts and figures here. But it seems, and I've seen many people are saying, Ebubiagu is not doing what they were formed for. And the Igbos themselves are finding a way, because the DSS boss said Nigerians must find a way to defend themselves. DSS Oga said it. Mr. Ajayi said it. That Nigerians, you must find a way to defend yourself. So the Igbo people have now finding their own way. But it is legitimate. So now they are arresting these people and giving them and handing them to the police, which is good. They are not place for jungle justice in Nigeria. There is no place for that. Jungle justice. So when you arrest them, you now find a way to hand them over to the police. Which the police are going to find a way to do how, and then the police themselves, down. Police will charge them to court and everything. But the question is, the Igbo governors themselves, how committed are they to secure the lives and parties of their people? The same governor of Ebonyi State, he said social media must be restricted. And he himself gave the Muslims 500 million to go to Mecca. And they were the governor of Ebonyi State. Now, the PDP accused Imo State governor, Opus Odima, of giving Muslims 2.1 billion to go to Mecca. And a governor of the eastern state of Nigeria, I'm talking about Imo State governor, 2.1 billion for the Muslims to go to Mecca. And I asked a question the other time, how many times have Fulani gave Christian money to go to Jerusalem or Rome? I'm not even going there today. Now, the Abuja Accord would have saved Nigeria from all these things. Let every region manage their resources. I gave you an example how the Igbo governors first, they said IPOB are terrorists. Why gazetted it? And under Buhari's administration, Namikano was illegally rendition to Nigeria in 2021. Namikano. It was rendition June 27 on Sunday 2021 to Nigeria, which a clear court have said this was an illegal rendition, and they are giving Kanu some compensation. How many Igbo governors have spoken to the fact that probably there should be a political solution to the Kanu's case? Mention the name if you are watching. How many times have Igbo governors spoken that Nnamdi Kanu must be released, or he must find a way to be released? Those are the elected governors of the eastern part of Nigeria. So when I come out with facts and figures and give to you, because you mustn't forget that the Nigerian civil war that started was because of that non-adherence to Abuja Accord. Civil war started July 6, 1997 to July 13, 1970 because of that non-adherence to Abuja Accord. So I'm looking at now these are different angles. I'm giving you different angles to this issue. So we must find a way, because the truth is bitter, but we must tell ourselves the way it is. We must not come here and keep deceiving ourselves in this country. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. The greatest form of deceit is food basket of Nigeria. Look at what the militias have turned Benue State into overnight. People in Benue can no longer go to the farm. They are now running away from their own very farms. Is that how to live a normal life in Nigeria? Don't forget, in this same country, how the federal government proscribed the IPOB as terrorists. And now even the Benue governor said, Miyetti Allah should be proscribed as terrorists. I'm going to show you that video. Miyetti Allah should be proscribed as terrorists, not IPOB. This is not coming from me. This is coming from the former Benue governor, Samuel Otom. I will surely show you that video. You must see the video yourself. Seeing is believing. Nnamdi Kanu was taken from Kenya to Nigeria June 27th, 2021. How many Miyetti Allah leaders who have threatened Nigeria, or the Fulani militia, let's even leave Miyetti Allah here, how many of them are in detention? These are questions that I'm begging for. I've always told you, my viewers, you must always and always teach your children history. History has been removed from our school curriculum. Viewers, brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers, young boys and young girls, always teach your children, if you have children, teach them history. Let them have a sense of belonging. Let them know where they are coming from. Because people are beginning to rise up and are beginning to see that the so-called one Nigeria is not for them. I gave an example last week. In Benue communities, many churches are being burned down. Many cannot even go to church anymore in Benue State. Is that how to run one Nigeria? I'll give you different examples now. I always come with different examples. In 2016, it's been reported how Nigerian security killed no less than 150 unarmed pro-Biafra protesters. Former governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, he said the president or the government is not against bandits because they were doing business, that it is Biafra agitators who want to divide Nigeria. So Biafra agitators are the enemies of Nigeria, while bandits are doing business. This according to Malam Nasir El-Rufai. You also seen it on your screen. Let me repeat. Malam Nasir El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna, while he was a sitting governor, he said that Biafra agitators are the enemies of Nigeria because they wanted to divide this country. But bandits are merely doing their own business. You can see this information on your screen. I've always maintained, anytime I give information, that information you can verify it. I can also see it live and direct on your screen. We are talking about one Nigeria. We are talking about how do we move our country forward. But then we still having repentant bandits, repentant Boko Haram. Last week, the government of Canada, they said PDP and APC are terrorists. This is coming from Canadian government. They did not say Nigerians are terrorists. They only said these two political parties are terrorists in Nigeria. And I gave you many instances. How can somebody say an attack against Boko Haram was an attack against the North? These are one of the reasons why they labeled PDP and APC terrorists. When people are making a statement, they are in that party. Jonathan said, our former president, that there are Boko Haram in my government. Good luck. Jonathan said it. All these things are being watched by the international communities, and they are taking notes. So you making that statement, whether true or not, these are the reasons why people are saying these political parties are a very big problem in Nigeria. I ask you a question: that is Nigeria a burial ground for the elite? Is this country meant to be a burial ground for our elite? All your children are abroad. Your wife is abroad. Your children are abroad. All of them are enjoying. If you're a Muslim, you go to Mecca. If you're a Christian, you go to Jerusalem for pilgrimage. But after all this, all said and done, and you die, they now come to bury you here in Nigeria. You take Nigerians' money, you embezzle the money of Nigerians. You take those money abroad. Later, that same one that you have embezzled and take abroad, you now apply for loan for your own money. They will not give you money with conditions. our leaders, don't you think? Let's think about all these things. You embezzle. Look at Abacha loot till today. They are still sending money of Abacha to Nigeria till tomorrow. You embezzle Nigeria's money, you take them abroad. Later, you now apply for loan. The one that you have embezzled, they now borrow that same money with interest. Can't we think for once as a country? The Fulani Herdsmen, or the Fulani themselves, who came here in 1804, who are not indigenous Nigerians, they are giving the country a very, very big problem. And like I said, you must teach your children history. Please, if you are watching, teach your children history. And that's very important. In 1804, they came here. In 1814, they carried out Islamic jihad. How many governors in the north are Hausa governors? How many governors in Nigeria? How many presidents in Nigeria are Hausa presidents? Let's ask ourselves these salient questions. Until we ask questions, they will never be answered. So let's ask ourselves these questions. How many governors are Hausa governors? How many presidents are Hausa presidents? Look at our independence. The North were not ready. I told you. They were never ready for independence. But look at it today. So you giving an Igbo governor Alex Oti condition in his own home state. How does that sound? How do you think? How would you give a sitting governor for indigenous people, an Igbo governor? How would you give him an ultimatum to release the armed herdsmen who the governor have arrested? Is that how to live a normal life? Is that how to be one in the country? But like I said,